Mga pangyayari sa politika, kalagayan sa ekonomiya, mga kaganapan sa entertainment at iba pang mga balitang pambansa. Pinas Update, maging updated sa balita upang maging makabuluhang mamamayan ng ating bansa.
Usapin sa West Philippine Sea, seguridad sa rehiyon at ang ekonomiya. Yan ang mga tatalakay ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa pagbisita niya sa Japan.
Humabol pa ng isang biyahe abroad si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ito nga ang ikalawang beses niya ng pagpunta dito sa Japan. At sa pagkakataong ito ay para dumalo sa 50th anniversary ng Japan-ASEAN relations. 7:13 ng gabi, oras dito sa Japan, dumating sa Tokyo sina Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos at ang economic team ng pamahalaan. Ito ang unang biyahe abroad ni Pangulong Marcos matapos siyang magpositibo sa COVID-19. Dadalo ang Pangulo sa 50th ASEAN-Japan Friendship and Cooperation Summit. Kabilang sa mga inaasahang tatalakayin ng mga lider ng bawat bansa ang political security, defense at transnational crimes. Posible rin pag-usapan sa summit ang mga issue sa South China Sea, North Korea at maging sa Myanmar. Wala pang eksaktong detalye kung ano mismo ang agenda ng bilateral meeting ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at Prime Minister Kishida. Pero mangyayari daw ito sa linggo, December 17. At isa sa mga posibleng pag-usapan ay ang agawan ng teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea. Suportado ng Japan ang posisyon ng Pilipinas sa issue sa agawan ng teritoryo laban sa China na nakabase sa naipanalo nating 2016 arbitral ruling. Sa linggo, December 17, ang opening ng ASEAN-Japan Summit. Inaasahan ding tatalakayin ng iba pang issue sa rehiyon gaya ng trade and investment, supply chain, connectivity, infrastructure, climate change at food and energy security. Susundan yan kinagabihan ng isang lighting ceremony at gala dinner ng mga heads of state. Pagdating ng Lunes, December 18, dadalo naman ang Pangulo kasamang ibang ASEAN leaders sa isa pang hiwalay na forum sa climate change. Magkakaroon din ng roundtable meeting tungkol sa status ng business pledges at agreement noong unang pumunta si PBBM dito sa Japan noong Pebrero. Sa kapipirmahan ng mga bagong kasunduan ng dalawang bansa. Bago siya umuwi, pupunta rin ang Pangulo sa Imperial Palace para bumisita sa Japanese Emperor at Empress. Habang nandito sa Japan si PBBM, si Vice President Sara Duterte muna ang tatayong caretaker ng bansa. Pero wala kanina si VP Sara sa pre-departure ceremony ng Pangulo. Present naman si House Speaker Martin Romualdez na biniro pa ni PBBM.
The only person we see on television anymore, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Your life is not exciting enough. You have to find other pursuits to keep you occupied.
Sa talumpati niya, binigyang diin ng Pangulo na isang oportunidad ang summit sa Japan para isulong ang interes ng Pilipinas sa iba't ibang usapin.
This administration will see to it that our constructive engagements with ASEAN, our external partners and stakeholders will continue to best serve our national interests, inasmuch as we promote the regional interest of peace, security, and prosperity for the well-being of the Filipino people.
Mananatili sa Tokyo si Pangulong Marcos hanggang Lunes.
Dinipensahan ni Trade Secretary Alfredo Pascual ang biyahe ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Japan bago matapos ang taon. May mga kasunduan daw na pipirmahan mula sa pagdalo ng Pangulo sa ASEAN-Japan Commemorative Summit.
Mahigit 5 business agreements ang inaasahang mapipirmahan sa pagitan ng Japan at ng Pilipinas sa pagdalo ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa 50th ASEAN-Japan Commemorative Summit. Ayaw pang magbigay ng detalye ni DTI Secretary Alfredo Pascual kung ano-anong sektor ang sakop ng nasabing business agreements. Pero mangyayari daw ang pirmahan sa Lunes.
It's their expression of interest to invest in the Philippines. These Japanese investments are most welcome, you know. And they're among the largest investors in the Philippines already, among all the nationalities that have operations in the country.
Bukas magiging siksik ang araw ng Pangulo mula alas 9 ng umaga para sa formal na pagsisimula ng ASEAN-Japan Commemorative Summit. Dadaluhan ng Pangulo ang mga sessions kaugnay sa pag-review ng ASEAN-Japan relations at mga session kaugnay sa mga plano para mas mapayabong ang ekonomiya ng ASEAN member countries. Bukas ng hapon nakatakdang mag-deliver ng keynote speech si Pangulong Marcos bago siya dumalo sa gala dinner sa gabi. Patuloy daw ang panghihikayat ng gobyerno sa foreign investors na pumasok sa ating bansa, lalo't mas pinapayagan na ang 100% ownership ng ilang sektor kasunod ng pag-amyenda sa Public Service Act noong 2022.
We've opened up airports, tollways, railways for 100% foreign ownership. And also through an amendment of the IRR of the Renewable Energy Act, we now allow 100% ownership in renewable energy projects.
Sa gitna naman ng ilang pupuna sa gastos ng gobyerno dahil sa inihabol na isa pang foreign trip bago matapos ang taon, sabi ni Secretary Pascual, bawing-bawi naman ang ating gobyerno sa mga naiuwing pledges, investments at tulong sa Pilipinas. Noong Pebrero ay bumisita rin ng Pangulo sa Japan para sa 5 araw na official visit.
It's the main reason why we are inviting foreign investors to set up their factories and operations in the Philippines so that they can create higher quality jobs for our people. Better paying, more stable.
Si Vice President Sara Duterte ang official caretaker ng gobyerno habang nasa Japan si PBBM hanggang December 18. Sa opisina ng DepEd at OVP sa Davao, mag-oopisina si VP Sara para sa kanyang caretaker duties.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow workers in government, and our friends of the press. I am about to leave from Tokyo, Japan, where I attended the commemorative summit for the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Japan relations and met with ASEAN leaders and Prime Minister Kishida Fumio. Throughout the summit and other related events, we discussed the future of ASEAN-Japan relations and emphasized the need for ASEAN to have an active role in maintaining peace, security, and stability in the region. We also advocated a rules-based Indo-Pacific region that is free and open, guided by the shared fundamental principles as enshrined in the UN Charter and the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia. We highlighted the need to promote respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity, settlement of differences or disputes by peaceful means, and renunciation of the threat or use of force. I called attention to the worsening plight of the people of Myanmar and urged the proactive engagement of all stakeholders so as to alleviate the situation through the 5-point consensus, the United Nations mechanisms, as well as the AHA Center. The summit highlighted Japan's commitment to promoting friendship and camaraderie amongst the peoples of ASEAN and Japan through various initiatives, including the Japan East Asia Network of Exchange for Students and Youth, or Genesis program. This has been supported by the Philippines since 2007. Japan's people-to-people programs create not only long-term relationships, but also build trust, which is the basis of ASEAN-Japan cooperation across all sectors. We also discussed how Japan's role in ASEAN and individual states' economies have progressed over the past 5 decades, particularly in our shared commitment towards peace and security, trade and investment, food security, climate action, energy security, supply chain resilience, infrastructure development, and connectivity. As permanent country coordinator for ASEAN-Japan economic relations, I assured ASEAN and Japan that the Philippines will continue to shepherd ASEAN initiatives and projects, not only to co-create a region of economic prosperity, but also an inclusive society that is ready for the future. I also delivered the keynote speech during the Creative and Sustainable Economy Through Innovation event organized by our DTI, and this showcased collaborative projects of Filipino fashion designers and Japanese textile manufacturers. In the area of investment, I'm pleased to update you on the progress of business commitments signed by our valued Japanese partners during my last visit to Japan in February. Japanese investors directly reported over 169.7 billion pesos of capital funneled into the Philippine economy. From these commitments, more than 9,700 new jobs have been generated to date. 9 new letters of intent and MOUs were signed during this visit, valued at 14.5 billion pesos in investments and over 15,750 additional jobs for our workers. I'm also pleased to update that the letters of intent and MOU signed in February 2023 together with those signed during this visit, total now 771.6 billion pesos, or approximately $14 billion in pledges from Japanese investors. This significant investment is anticipated to create around 40,200 jobs, marking a positive and promising development for our collaborative efforts. We also concluded 2 memoranda of cooperation, one between the DNR and the Ministry of the Environment of Japan in the field of environmental protection, and the other between the Coast Guards of the Philippines and of Japan. The conclusion of this MOC between Coast Guards strengthens an already excellent relationship. On this last day, I attended the Asia Zero Emissions Community, or AZEC, leaders meeting, where I apprised AZEC partner countries of the current Philippine initiatives towards promoting clean energy transition. I highlighted our experience in promoting clean energy projects such as the first wind farms in Southeast Asia in 2003 during my term as governor of Ilocos Norte, and I invited ASEC partners, including Japan, to invest in the Philippine renewable energy industry to achieve not only the intention of the ASEC, but also the overall goal of the Paris Agreement. My administration will see to it that our constructive engagements with ASEAN, our external partners, our stakeholders, will continue to best serve our national interest, inasmuch as we promote the regional interest of peace and prosperity for the well-being of our people. Without a doubt, this summit reaffirmed the robust and enduring character of ASEAN-Japan relations. Maraming salamat po.
Pinas Update. Maging updated sa balita upang maging makabuluhang mamamayan ng ating bansa.